I'm going to walk you through how to transform the most difficult and painful parts of your life. Those entrenched feelings, beliefs, or patterns which we can't get rid of and won't go away. So the first thing we have to realize, as I've spoken about in other videos, is that when we have these kind of pains, we contract into them. Our whole world gets small and we contract into the pain, which makes the pain feel really real and dominating, overwhelming, suffocating. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create some space from the pain, because we can't go away. We really want to deal with this, but we need space. We can't be overwhelmed and suffocating. So we need to learn how to shift our focus, because we can't change how we feel right now. We can't change the pattern itself. What we can change is the way we experience it. So we shift our focus from what we're aware of to our awareness. Now, you may not have considered that awareness is a thing that you can be aware of, but it is. And if you right now shift your attention from all the things that you're aware of to the experience of being aware, what you will notice is that awareness is not in pain. This is a deeper part of yourself, which is witnessing, which is just being without any of the pain or suffering or needs or change or any of the problems that you have or desires. It's a simple rest, a space of ease and peace. And as we shift our focus back into this experience of being aware, we notice that we feel more at peace. We feel more restful. Now, of course, the pain hasn't gone away. It's still there. But now we can re-engage with more space. It's like having your feet in two worlds. In one world, I'm angry or sad or whatever the difficulty is. In the other world, there's only beingness and peace. There's only rest and openness. And as I sit in these two worlds, what I realize is that the problem that I'm having doesn't dominate my focus anymore, which is I get a more global perspective on my experience. I can include other information. I can include all the information, all the memories and thoughts and feelings. And in doing so, again, my focus isn't so tied that this problem is the total truth, that this belief or feeling is not dominating my life anymore. It's within a whole experience of myself. It's within a much bigger experience. And I can start to draw on the information, other experiences, other parts of myself that may not tell the same story, may not tell the same painful or limited story that my pain does. And if I continue to stay here, what I will notice is that awareness is very still. It's not really changing. It's kind of like a blank, restful openness that's unchanging. And in contrast to that, everything else in my life, my thoughts, my feelings, my body sensations, they're all changing. Which means that my pain is actually changing. If I'm able to be really relaxed and restful, what I will notice is that the pain that I'm carrying is changing. It's moving. Why? Well, because there's space for it to move. That's really why pain comes up. Pain that we carry from the past comes up because it wants to leave. And if we can make space, what we will witness is that it will kind of do this. It will arise, it will be intense, and then it will release itself into our whole experience. That's the third step, is to witness that life is moving, even when it feels stuck. The fourth step is to learn from this experience of being open, to recognize that transformation is a natural process. Healing the completion of the past, this movement, opening, letting go, these are natural movements. And what we discover is that our problem is not that we're stuck with our pain as much. Our problem is that with our focus, with the way that we relate to it, we're holding it in place. Because we're in conflict with our pain, because we are constantly arguing, wishing it wasn't there, avoiding it, denying it, blaming other people for it, we never really give it the space to do what it naturally wants to do, which is leave. That's the secret of the process, really. It's a method of being with yourself where you can access the natural healing power of life, the natural transformative movement of life. And I call the fourth step transformation. I call it a step because you have to witness this a certain number of times before you really deeply understand that life actually wants you to heal. Life doesn't want you to carry your pains and problems and accumulate them forever and feel more and more contracted. Life actually wants you to heal. So we go through this process of feeling contracted, relaxing, including more information, and watching life change, watching our beliefs, watching our emotions change in relationship to a present moment. We do this over and over again, and more we grow in the confidence that we can handle our lives. We grow in the capacity to really be with ourselves. Now, I asked you to follow along, and if you really got it, then wonderful. If you can hear what I'm saying and that just makes perfect sense and you can apply it in your life, then you don't really need anything from me more. But I've created a course so that you can really deeply for yourself learn how to apply this over and over and over again. You can take these steps, first learning to relax back into awareness, and you can practice that on its own. You can learn to take in more information. You can learn to watch life move. And then you can practice applying this to your memories in your mind and your body and all the things that seem to be blocking you or causing you trouble. This confidence that I speak about, what this really means is that you have moved beyond the level of chasing pleasure and managing pain. That because pain no longer is really a barrier, because you know how to transform it, we don't get so stuck distracting ourselves and trying to add things to our life to make ourselves feel better. We begin a process of cleansing or transformation in which we come deeper and deeper into ourselves to let go of more and more fundamental pain and limitation. So I teach this to one-on-one, but also in a group. And what I really love about teaching it to a group, again, I have a new group course starting March 7th, is that we get to form a relationship with each other. And when we relate, when we have to express our experience, when we have to receive and relate to other people, it has a much deeper experience. We're much deeper in the learning. And so these cohorts or these groups that I run are a place to really grow in your capacity to live, be yourself, to be present, to use your awareness as a means of freeing yourself from your pain, and grow in your ability to connect and relate to others as well. So again, if this is interesting to you, if this makes sense and you'd like to know more, click the link below. I offer a free discovery session, which is a time in which you and I can sit down together. We can talk about where you're at, and we can see if you feel like the process would help you. Again, I have a group course coming up March 7th. And if you're interested, I'd love for you to participate.